Hello people of Mind and Drive, and welcome back to Driver San Francisco. Now, a few weeks ago on Reddit, a user named MikeyMikes92 posted some shots of Driver San Francisco's map. These were really old-looking shots of the map, and really low quality and compressed, but we'll take any new driver content these days. Mikey Mike stated that he actually worked on the game, albeit in a minor role. He said, "My job included making and or conceptualizing a few in-game assets. Some of course scrapped, replaced, or maybe still visible in the game, including location-specific objects. However, I was not part of the main development team or art direction. Big guys did the big things. I still, however, had access to visualize their concepts and projects." Now, Mikey Mike has posted many more things on Reddit, which I'm going to go through most of them. He has also replied to many comments on there. I'm not going to go through them all because it's quite a lot, but I will leave a link to his Reddit posts. So first we're going to take a look at some of the pictures he's shared. These two images here are early development images. Apparently they were taken around 2008 to 2009. Here's another mid-development image, along with an engine render. This next picture shows the Challenger extremely yellow, probably due to the lighting, but it also could be the change of colour to the car. This is actually, I think, the nicest yellow I've seen the Challenger's had. Sticking with cars, here's an unused vehicle, which is sort of like a Trans Am, but just a made-up version. According to users of Reddit, this car was later used in Watch Dogs 1, with a few different details. There's also a picture of the Bentley Mulsanne, which if you don't know, was cut from Driver San Francisco despite the fact it appeared in 2010 footage. And then we have this shot of the ASIM station wagon, which appears briefly in the first E3 2010 trailer, where it gets absolutely demolished. Moving on from vehicles, he's also posted shots of an in-development map. As you can see, these locations are in the game, but have been altered slightly. There are also some sections where you were able to drive up, but have now been blocked off. According to Mikey Mike, parks were enterable, and there were a few off-road routes that got removed mid-development, when the final map layout was finalized. Most of which included going through construction sites, roads leading to hills, and landmarks. One was a tunnel initially going underwater, but that was scrapped due to issues related to how the engine handled that. One of the roads that didn't make it to the final game was supposed to lead to what I guess looked like a small version of the Griffith Observatory in LA, which of course was not that, but that's what it looked like in terms of design. It was a small road connected to a highway, and that road used to go inside the observatory. That section was a warehouse-like tunnel with steel beams and small decorations. It becomes a dirt road once out of the observatory to then merge onto the highway after some off-roading. Taking a look at some other shots, you can see here that there's an open section for you to drive into the parking lot. However, as you can see in this footage, it is closed off. And there is no road collision when you spawn a car in there, so maybe it didn't even get that far. Here's another section of road where they're driving, which is not accessible in the final game. When using the mod menu and spawning a car there, you can sort of drive on it, but you're not really. There are a bunch of other areas as well where we can't normally access, including this one which seems to show at the docks, potentially where the original ending was going to be. Tanner does mention the docks to Jones during the last chase, but then to himself asks where Jericho's running to.
Jericho's heading for Hunter's Point. Looks like the docks.
Roger that. Hunter's Point. By the book, John.
We'll see.
But again, the area isn't really done properly as there are no collisions with most of the things there. And here's another picture, this time with the Camaro. So the normal ending of Driver San Francisco, where Tanner takes Jones's car. And it's at the port again, near a couple of large warehouses. I think there was a possibility that this was where the engine would have taken place, and this is where the actual warehouse at the end was going to be. To me, the CGI section of the ending shows a really large warehouse with no holes in the roof of it. Whereas the one during gameplay, Jericho seemingly drives into this warehouse at the end of the alleyway. Even though this is a really small warehouse and it's got massive holes in the roof of it. But this is just my assumption. The final thing I'm going to take a look at is this shot on the Golden Gate Bridge. You can see the prison van up ahead with a red icon above it. And it looks somewhat familiar. I'm assuming that this is Jericho driving the prison van. From the 2010 E3 trailer, we have Tanner and Jericho going head-on with each other. It's the same sort of thing here. Could have this been the beginning of the game? Or was this just an alternate mission? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. In fact, tell me anything what you think about these pictures in general. I have to give a big thanks to Mikey Mike over on Reddit. He is still posting, so check out his new stuff. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.